What if your reflection didn't copy you, but replaced you? On a frozen highway in the United States, one motel room hides a secret. People check in for one night, but something else checks out. This is the story of Room 417. In the small town of Blackwood, Ohio, there stood an old roadside motel called Blackwood Inn. Most of its neon sign was broken, except one thing that always worked: Room 417. Ayan, a 19-year-old Pakistani-American college student, was driving late at night toward Chicago. Snow covered the road, his fuel was low, and his eyes were heavy. His GPS showed only one nearby stop: Blackwood Inn, 0.7 miles. With no choice, he turned the car. At the reception desk sat a very old woman. Her eyes looked strange, like she wasn't looking at Ayan, but at something behind him. "One room?" she whispered. "Yes, just for the night," Ayan said. She flipped through the register, paused, then nodded. "Only room 417 is available." The door of room 417 opened on its own. Inside, everything looked normal: bed, TV, bathroom, except for one thing: a large mirror directly facing the bed. Ayan sat down and noticed something odd. When he moved his hand, his reflection moved 2 seconds later. He laughed nervously. "Just tired," he muttered. He turned off the lights and fell asleep. 3:17 a.m. Ayan woke. He could hear someone breathing. The room was empty, but in the mirror, someone was standing there. It looked exactly like him. Same face, same clothes, but the eyes were completely black. Ayan turned around. Nothing. He looked back at the mirror. The figure was closer now. It spoke softly. "You shouldn't be here." A crack spread across the mirror. Ayan ran to the door. The handle turned, but the door wouldn't open. Behind him, the voice said, "You already checked in." The mirror shattered, and the thing stepped out. The lights flickered. The room began to change, walls stretching, darkening. Names were carved all over them, hundreds of names, all with the same line beneath: "Stayed in room 417. Some dates were from the 1950s, some from the 1980s, and some from yesterday. The creature smiled. "We are not reflections. We are replacements. When someone sleeps here, someone else leaves." Ayan screamed, "I want to go home!" The creature pointed to the mirror shards. In them, Ayan saw himself. His reflection was becoming normal, and his real body was fading. Morning came. At the reception desk, the old woman closed the register. A new name was written inside: Ayan Khan, room 417. The neon sign flickered. Room 417 glowed brighter than ever. On the highway, a young man walked toward the city. Same face, same clothes, only one difference: his reflection now moved perfectly on time. If you see a house on the highway that isn't on the map, don't stop. It already knows you're tired. The house at mile 83. The highway was empty. No cars, no lights, just miles of dark road stretching through the Vada. Ethan, 21, was driving home from college. It was past 2 a.m. and his eyelids felt heavy. His phone battery was dying and the radio kept cutting out. Then he saw it, a wooden sign on the side of the road: "Rest stop, 1 mile." Relief washed over him. But when Ethan checked his GPS, there was no rest stop marked anywhere nearby. Before he could think too much, his phone died. The lights flickered, and just ahead, a large house appeared out of the darkness. Not a gas station, not a motel, a house right beside the highway. The house looked old, 2 floors, broken porch, lights glowing faintly inside. A hand-painted sign leaned against the fence, "Travelers Welcome." Ethan hesitated. Then his car engine shut off. Silence. With no signal and no choice, he grabbed his flashlight and stepped out. The front door of the house was already open. Inside, the air smelled like dust and something cold. The door closed behind him. Click. Ethan turned sharply. No handle, just smooth wood. The living room was full of old furniture, all covered in white sheets. A clock ticked loudly on the wall. Tick, tick, tick. Then he noticed something wrong. Every framed photo on the wall showed the same highway, the same road he had been driving on. And in every photo, a different person was standing near this house. All of them looked exhausted. Footsteps creaked upstairs, slow, heavy. Ethan whispered, "Hello?" A voice replied, "You made it." A tall man appeared at the top of the stairs. Pale face, sunken eyes, smile too wide. "You can rest here," the man said, "just for the night." Ethan backed away. "I need to leave." The man tilted his head. "No one leaves tired." The clock suddenly stopped. Silence. Then every sheet covering the furniture fell at once. Underneath were people, not bodies, living people, all sitting perfectly still, eyes open, not blinking. They spoke together in one voice. "We stopped too." Ethan ran. He burst through a hallway, straight into a room with a large window. Outside was the highway. His car was there, so close. He slammed the glass. It didn't break. The reflection stared back at him, but it smiled first. Behind him, the man whispered, "The house keeps you safe. The road takes too much." Ethan felt himself growing heavier, sleepier. The reflection in the glass stepped forward. At 6:30 a.m., a truck driver passed mile 83. He saw a young man standing calmly on the porch of an old house, smiling and waving. Next to him, a new sign had been added, "Room available."